My name's Elsa. I use she, they pronouns. I live in Duluth here. I work for a restaurant called Palestine. It's a Palestinian deli, and I've been there for a couple months. I do some writing for the local newspaper and practice music and creative writing and poetry. And I've recently been getting pretty involved in a lot of what's going on civically and non-civically amongst homeless folks and just different populations of people in Duluth who are experiencing what I would deem a rise in fascism that's growing in a city where we didn't really expect it to be growing. And I call this place home. I love it, and I also have a lot of qualms with how it's run and ruled. So, yeah.
Run and ruled, you're saying like the city of Duluth?
When I say run and ruled, I mean the city of Duluth, like the city council at large and the constituents, which I would say right now the stakeholders are, primarily being considered businesses. The names of which, I won't list, but those who like own private property and are kind of experiencing pressure from their customers and other private property owners who are upset about the way that the streets are, kind of operating, and then taking that word to, that hate to city council and other decision makers like the mayor and the police chief, who are essentially, creating ordinances, proposing ordinances that are now going to be written into law that don't represent necessarily what the people want or need. So, last Monday we had over 300 people show up to a city council meeting, public city council meeting, to give comment. The week before, similar thing, and these ordinances just don't represent what those people actually desire.
Can you provide just a little context for people that aren't up to speed? So the city of Duluth is outlawing homelessness, is that?
Yeah, context for sure. So 2 weeks ago, Mayor Reinhardt proposed a list of ordinances, 14, I believe, ordinances that basically outlined no camping on public property, no gathering in large groups on the sidewalks, which is essentially an anti-protesting ordinance proposal, similar to what the Supreme Court in the U.S. has been kind of trying to push forward the last couple months, especially as encampments around college campuses rose to raise awareness and solidarity for Gaza. This was a similar situation here, established at City Hall, but it kind of became more focused on being a safe space for homeless folks to gather in larger numbers because there's such a diaspora of homeless folks around the city, and there's been a lot of pressure in Duluth the last couple of years, like I said, between stakeholders like small businesses, the mayor, and just average citizens, and the rise in homelessness has gone up a lot. So the tensions have definitely been raising, and as folks have gathered here at what was originally a Gaza solidarity encampment, it's become a space for homeless folks to be in a group, and thus the city has proposed these ordinances to be now written into law to outlaw and criminalize what they're doing.
And I got kind of two last questions. One is, if you could just is there anything in your mind that you just think about, I wish I could just say this into a void type thing? What might that be? Literally can be about anything, by the way.
Yeah. I just think that I'm tired, and a lot of people are tired. A lot of people, whether they're organizers or not, are really tired of begging for crumbs. When I say crumbs, I mean the bare minimum. So I'm just hoping that some solution that doesn't result in, trying to get city council or trying to get the government or trying to get, our representatives to empathize with us, because that's not working. I hope this solution can kind of shift towards going and interacting with folks who live out in the open, or going and interacting with folks who hate the folks that live out in the open and talking to them, because it seems like begging our constituents and our government for the things that we need to survive, like basic human needs, is just not working at all. I'm just trying to focus on hanging out with people and connecting with them, because that seems like the only way that we can actually build power that's stronger than, what I would describe as the ruling class. So, yeah, I'd say that to the void, and I say that to everybody, I just keep driving that home, that I think hanging out and connecting is really like where we can build stronger communities of power. So.
And lastly, how can anybody watching this support you or find, support your cause or whatever it may be, or support you on the social?
Well, I don't think any self-promotional plugs are like helpful for the movement that I'm a part of. I would say start interacting with people that you're afraid of, or like that's the promotion that I would give, is like, yeah, voting's great, and also like talking to the people who are most affected by the laws that you're afraid to be passed, and yeah, having conversations with a wider variety of people, like actually going out of your comfort zone. That's the promotion that I would make. So, yeah.
Sweet. Well, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Aren't we all just a little beat?
Nice.
Yeah. And now I have a Squishmallow beat and some tobacco, so thank you.